What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy BT. Today we've got this sprocket from JT Sprockets to change out the front sprocket here in this area. So we're going to jump right in and get started here on this. I do have the TST Industry chain adjusters on here, so it should make it a lot easier. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the axle, loosen that up. It's a 14 on the left side and a 19 on the right. So let's go ahead and get that loosened. All right, so we got the axle loose. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off some tension off this chain here. All right, next up we've got two bolts here to take this cover off, and this is an 8mm. Okay, cover's off. I'm gonna put that to the side. Then we've got these two here, okay, and these two are a 10mm, so we'll go ahead and loosen these up. Now to loosen this, as you notice, this is going to turn a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to step on the brake, and then we're going to go ahead and get these loosened. Okay, with those two screws out, next we have this little guy right here. All you have to do is turn it until it aligns, and then you can slide it off. Okay, and the last thing to do is to slide this over and take out the sprocket. So, this is the old 15T sprocket. This is the stock sprocket. So, we're gonna go ahead, open up our new sprocket. And make sure that you are buying the right part number for your bike. So here is the JTF 249-14. We can see how it compares to the stock sprocket. You can see one less tooth does make it smaller. And we do have the right screw size here. So then, all we'll need to do now is go ahead and put our new sprocket on our chain, and then go ahead and get everything situated here by sliding this on. All right, so we got our new sprocket on. So now we just have to make sure that everything is properly set here. So I'm going to make a few minor adjustments before we start adjusting the chain. Okay. All right. So with that in place, then next we'll take our little guy here, slide it in, and then we're going to twist. There we go, to get it in place. Line everything up. Going to get my screws and get my screws set back in place here. All right, so we got these set in place. We'll come back and we'll torque these down. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the chain adjusted. Okay, so for the adjusting of the chain, I'm just gonna go ahead and start on one side here, and we're gonna get this moving back to the tighter position here. And all we're gonna do is slide it and match. We're gonna match the other side once we get this here. So okay, gonna match the other side to the setting here. Okay, that's a little tight, so then we're gonna loosen this. So we've got the chain adjusted to a good spot. Now we have to torque down the axle and we have to torque down the sprocket. All right, so the torque specs on this is 12 Newton meters or 8.85 foot-pounds. So we're gonna go ahead and get these torqued down. Again, I'm gonna be stepping on the brake just to hold this in place while I tighten down these screws. And the torque spec for the rear axle is 54 Newton meters or about 39.9 foot-pounds. All right, so all that's left now is to get our cover put back on. All right, that's it. You can see it's not too bad to get this front sprocket changed out. Again, if you've got some chain adjusters that work much easier than the stock ones, it makes the job a lot quicker. But in essence, that's it. Now we just have to test this thing out to see how much of a difference in feel we're gonna get with the changing of this sprocket. Wow, so there you have it. It is definitely a lot peppier than before with that 15T tooth setup. We haven't even put on an exhaust yet. We haven't done the airbox yet. So little by little, we're doing some incremental changes here to get this thing really nice and fast. It's looking good. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. It's your boy BT. Thank you for checking out this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.